Hi Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. We're starting off with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I was hearing the word legislature, maybe relevant for some of you. So there could be some sort of also like government process. I'm seeing like a hospital now too. Something that you're working with. So the Eight of Pentacles is you working on something, is something that you're concentrating a lot on. This can be a big focus on long-term stability with the Ten of Pentacles. It can be like working very, very seriously, meticulously concentrated towards a goal. It can be like buying a home. It can be like furnishing your home. It can be like a personal goal that you have. It can be a career goal that you have. This can be about like saving money or like creating wealth. Whatever this is, it's connected with the things that you value and the things that bring you a sense of security and a sense of stability as well. It seems very much like a focus on what you're doing and also things related to your second house as well. And as much as this can be something like 3D material, it can also be you working on things like self-love and self-care, self-value, things like that. Whatever this is that you're working on, it seems like a very positive goal, something that is going to bring you like abundance and benefit you. So definitely confirmation to keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because it seems like you're working very hard and that you are going to get exactly where you are hoping to get to. For some of you, this may be something that you're doing that maybe not, other people may not necessarily understand this as well. But it's something that you believe in, and that's why you're doing it. But yeah, I'm getting this feeling with the Seven of Wands. You may have people around you that could potentially distract you, maybe want to pull on your energy a bit. Maybe some people don't understand what it is that you're doing. Whatever it is, this is about you knowing that you're on the right path and you validating that for yourself, regardless of whatever's going on outside of you. Because I'm seeing like so many things that may potentially distract you, whether it be like things that you would go about participating in, or like energies around you that are trying to like pull you in. And this is about like you staying very focused with what it is that you're choosing to work on right now, because I'm seeing it's definitely going to be worth it to you. I'm seeing this be very, very important. It seems also like you're on at the tail end of this process. I'm not seeing it be something new. I'm seeing this be something that you've been doing. And you seem very, very close to accomplishing what it is that you want to accomplish. Seven of Swords, don't sabotage it. There may be a decision that needs to be made, and if you procrastinate, it may affect this process of what you have going on here. This can also mean feeling like scared to do something too. It's like your shadow is popping up and being like, hey, we're not safe if we do this, or like, what if people don't like it, or whatever that is, that sense of self-doubt. This can also be like procrastinating, delaying a decision or delaying something that you need to do, a way that you need to take action to, even like disregarding something that needs to be recognized. I'm gonna get further and see. What I'm getting with the Seven of Swords is that there's some sort of issue that needs to be dealt with that you may not be dealing with. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like a personal thing for you. I don't know if this is like somebody coming in your environment. It could be a habit. Like whatever it is, it's something that is affecting what it is that you're working on, but maybe in a minute way. Seems like it's affecting the, possibly like the quality of the work that you're doing. And you may be still doing like very good work, but it may be affecting the quality of what it is that you're working on. I want to see further what this, like, and when I say quality, I mean, this may be something that's not allowing you to connect as fully as you could be with what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're working on. It's like something that may be hindering you from connecting completely. Something, someone, so many different things that it could be. Interesting placement. I'm looking at the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. I keep seeing the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which speaks about an overall sense of unity. It speaks about like pieces coming together and creating a whole, working in harmony. I'm hearing something about like completing a mission. Like I'm seeing these two different like energies coming together, and it's like they can, this theme comes through sometimes, they can like work on their own, and like when they join forces, there's like something like even greater because of these two things coming together. It's like they even, there's even something that becomes like the composite of what it is that they're doing, what it is that they're working on. Like a composite chart, even, it's reminding me of. So it's not just about how these two things interact with one another, it's also about like what they produce when they do. This may also be connected with partnerships too. Like there could potentially be something that you're shying away from. And I mean, a partnership can be like anybody really that we're interacting with. It can be the person that you're buying coffee from. Some important decision needs to be made. It has to do with partnerships. It has to do with like advice from spirit and what you feel like is benefiting you and benefiting what you're working on, and what is like deterring that or harming that or like sabotaging what it is that you're working on. interestingly, like, the focus is on relationships. So I'm seeing this can go multiple ways. For example, you may be in a relationship, and the goals that you're working towards, like your partner within your relationship, is not supportive in a way where they are going to, say you have a goal to like finish a paper that you're working on, and it's very, very important. It's like when you're studying and when you're alone, you're getting it done, and then like your partner comes through and is like, hey, let's go play outside, let's do this, let's do that, let's do everything apart from that important thing. And it's like, you can have a partner like that that is going to like maybe be well-meaning but distract you from what it is that you're working on. And then there's like another side to it where it's like you could have a partner that comes through and is like, can I help you, or can I get you this while you're working on that, so you have more time to work on that, and be like very supportive of what it is that you're working on. For some of you, there's something related to a partnership and how that is connecting with what you're working on, and something going on within the relationship may be potentially affecting the quality of work that you are doing. And I mean, in an overall grand sense, this can also be about like people that you are connecting with and people that you are around, and asking yourself, I have these certain goals in my life, like where do these people fall in relation to that? Are they in any way taking away from that, or are they supporting me in some way, or are they neutral also? How do you feel when you're around like certain people's energy? Is it even taking away from what it is that you want to be focusing on? Or like you have to pay so much attention to this that when it comes time for you to focus on that thing or to work on that thing, you feel drained and like you need to recover, so you end up like not being able to give your all to that, or not being able to like allot as much time as you want to because of needing to like recover with your energy. So there's something here that needs to be evaluated. And as much as it can be like a close interpersonal relationship, I'm seeing this like be an umbrella of like all of the people that you are interacting with, all of the things that you're engaging with, and asking yourself like how that's affecting the things that you're working on and the energy that you're allowed to give, that you're capable of giving to that. When it comes to you working on what it is that you want, for some of you too, you feel in a way like because of the circumstances, there are certain things that you just have to like grin and bear, and you can't really do anything about that. And you're being encouraged to really reassess this and be like, is this an active choice that I'm making, or can I really not do anything about that? Even if it's something subconscious. For some of you too, this is about, as trying or possibly unfavorable as like your environment or a situation is, this is about not allowing that to deter you from what it is that you're working on, and to like keep pushing through towards your goals, to keep working through. Because what it looks like to me is like karmic justice comes through in a way where it's like if you persevere and you show like your resiliency like to yourself here, and you commit to this thing, and you're like showing the universe and like spirit and your guides that like you're not going to give up, that you're going to keep working on this, it's like the karmic justice is that this thing is actually going to happen, this thing is going to come through for you. It's like that thing that you want this thing that you're trying to like obtain or get to, whatever this goal is that you have that you've been working on. It's like the karmic justice is that you're going to get that thing. It seems even like regardless of the circumstances, if you continue, if you persevere, that is what you are going to accomplish, whatever this 10 of Pentacles is for you. I'm hearing it can change faces, and that's why it's not being pointed out as like a particular thing. It's something different for each of you. Friends, socializing, gatherings, things like that. There may be certain people that you're actually like pulling back from, pulling away from, or like certain environments, certain social settings. It seems like changing up something casual or something routine and focusing like in a more, I'm hearing pointed way. It seems like being very deliberate with who it is that you're exchanging energy with. And you may be like minimizing something. So it's like rather than maybe interacting with a whole bunch of people, or like not discerning as much like where you're going and what you're doing and like what you're like even consuming, ingesting energetically. It's like it seems like there are like these very particular like interactions that you may be focusing on. It's like the people very, very close to you that you are focusing on. Because you may feel in certain ways like your energy is limited because of what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. So there may be something that you're doing less of in order to balance that out. The exchange that's happening with you and this thing that you're working towards and paying attention to. The goals within your life. For some of you too, you could also have somebody in your environment that like is proving to be a distraction. Like they may not be somebody that's actively within your life, and they may still be like consuming your energy. It may be something that you're still allowing your energy to be channeled into. Shocker with the Six of Cups here. Someone from your past. Somebody you have history with. But I'm not seeing you necessarily be with this person anymore. It's like whatever was going on in the relationship, like when things were how like you wanted them to be, or when things were ideal, we can say, with this person, things are not like that anymore. And you may be also like regaining your balance since that, because like for some of you it's like you could have been with somebody and built a life with them, and then like you separated, and that could have put you in a space, like let's say for example financially, where there were things that you needed to work on and like find your stability. For some of you, even through like something legally going on between you and this person. Because Libra can suggest law, going through some sort of process even. And I think the word legislature came through in the beginning. So yeah, it definitely can be something like going through a divorce, settling, all of that stuff, monetary things. And if not that, this can be something spiritual going on as well, where like beyond the physical, there are things being sorted out energetically between you and this person. Seems even like working on finding a way through a situation that you felt like deeply, that you feel deeply affected, impacted by, and like finding your stability again. It's like regaining a sense of normalcy, but beyond normalcy, it's like finding that and then like continuing forward to like also thrive as well. This even seems like something that is in a way fortifying you. There's something here about make sure that you are like trying to be as patient as possible, because where justice is involved, like we may hope that like something happens or something takes place and like the scales are rebalanced like much more quickly than they may actually be. And it seems like something here is very much a process, and you're meant to be giving this time. Like it's going to take time for this to happen. However, like it seems like what it is that you want, that is what's coming to fruition. It's just about working through the process as you are meant to and being patient, because something, you have to give something time to happen when it comes to like the scales balancing out and all of that. Because know that it is happening. And this can be a thing with the guides too. It's like everybody, spirit, the universe, your guides, it's like everybody's aware of what's going on, but there's like a system and a process of how things happen, how things karmically unfold more specifically, and we have to allow that time to happen in the way that it will. And like we may have an agenda, but that's not to say the universe is going to like be on schedule with that, because the universe is on its own schedule. So it's us that need to adjust to that. And don't sabotage what you're doing either. Don't like let your shadow pop up and take you away from the goal that you're working towards. And this can be anything. This can be like resentment that pops up. This can be like you getting so distracted from your goals because you like want revenge on somebody, or like you're so like caught up on like watching them and seeing what they're doing and seeing like, are they happy, are they sad, like just concerning yourself with other people. So it's like whatever these things are that come up that are like shadow or ego behaviors that detract from the goal that you're working towards, it's about you like bringing light to this, you bringing awareness to that and working with yourself. It's not about shoving it down. It's about seeing these things when they pop up and being like, why are you here today? Like, why did that thought pop up today? Like, why am I feeling this way today? And observing it and working with it, rather than just like being scared of it or giving into it and then feeling like you don't have control or feeling like you're disconnected with yourself. It's about like bringing everything into the space where like it all becomes conscious. Then you feel like at peace with yourself rather than at war. Coming from a place of self-love and patience and all of that. 2444 I heard ringing in my ear. So yeah, if something is not in alignment with your pursuit of happiness, what are you doing it for? If it's not helping you to feel like you're developing, like you're growing, if it's not helping you feel connected, if it's not helping you feel grounded, if it's not fulfilling to you, if it's not benefiting you, why are we still doing it? And are there things going on right now that you may be participating in out of like habit or impulsivity that are not like sources of fulfillment within your life? And are we looking into these things so we can change route and not be stuck in a cycle and be making the changes necessary to get to where we're trying to go, to feel connected in the way that we want to, and even feel a sense of community around us and a sense of support, because we are in touch with ourselves. And so when we get in touch with ourselves in that way, it allows others to connect with us authentically. So what's not working for you anymore that you need to let go of? For some of you too, there are things that are changing within your life, and it's like at a certain point in time, this was something that I wanted, and now it's not something that I want anymore, and that part of me is changing, that part of me is growing. So what do I need to shed? What do I need to let go of? Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking at the Three of Cups, which can speak about like socializing with people, feeling a sense of support. It can be like a party, a celebration. It can speak about finding a sense of like emotional connectivity. It can be about there's so many different things that it can be about, but I want to stay more so on topic. And then you also have the Three of Pentacles here, which is about like working with other people, collaborating with other people, exchanging energy with people, with things, all of that. And then we also have the Four of Swords that is connecting this. And that's about using your discernment and checking in with yourself and being like, okay, if I need to rest, if I need to recharge, I'm only going to participate in the things that supply me with energy or allow me to like bring my energy levels up, rather than participating in things that deplete my energy in any sort of way. So when it comes to who you're socializing, who you're working with, who you're interacting with, all of that stuff, to be mindful of energetically the way that that's affecting you. Is it like giving you energy? Do you feel inspired? Like, how are you feeling? Or is it something that's draining and we need some sort of recovery from that? You may be like tightening the ship a bit with who it is that you're connecting with. Who, what. For some of you, as you're working through something connected with your past, it seems like there is an opportunity that presents itself to you. It may be somebody from the past that's coming through, or it may just happen while you're working on something related to someone from your past or the effect that someone has had on you. It's serendipitous in a way where it is connected with your past in some way, whether this be coming through from like somebody that you knew before or somebody that you have history with, or it just happens while you're working through something, adjusting. And it definitely does have potential for this to be like a new opportunity or somebody new, because it is the ace, or it can feel like a renewal in a way. Either way, it's going to feel different than what you had experienced in the past. And it can also be a door that's opening for you too. Because of the work that you're doing, it's not just something that opens on its own by itself. It happens because of what it is that you're doing and these choices that you're making. It's like dominoes. And the last one is the one that opens this door. Yeah, for some of you too, I do get this feeling like if you're waiting for something and like you're doing as much work as you can do, and say it's like you're waiting for like papers to be filed or something like that, be patient with that, because it may be taking some time. So it's like if you know that you're doing everything that you could be doing, and for some of you it's like you can't do any more work when it comes to like a certain part of this, just be patient for it to happen, because it's happening. And don't double back. Like, keep going in the direction that you're going in. Because it even seems in a way like you may have like taken a stand or done something, and it's like just because maybe you're not like seeing the results yet, don't go back on it. You have to wait for something to happen. Something is happening very slowly. I'm seeing with Libra and Sagittarius here, with the Justice and Temperance card. Also, for some of you, there could be like somebody that you've been working with or exchanging energy with in some capacity, and you may be pulling back from them or from their like energetic influence in order to manifest something that you want, like even related to partnerships or like a particular type of relationship coming into your life. But it seems like there's somebody that you may be like working with in some sort of way or collaborating with in some sort of way that you may potentially pull back from. It's like pulling back from some sort of like relationship or exchange in order to like manifest something else coming through, something else coming into your life that you want. Interesting. Seeing the High Priestess, something is coming to fruition, something important here. Interesting. Okay, so we're looking at Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Sag, Mercury. I'm also seeing the moon on the bottom of the deck. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.